Hey, it's Ronzio. Recently I googled Desab, Haiti, because my friend Bethany started a nonprofit called High Tide Adventure. She works very closely with Desab. She had written a guest post on Explore Inspired about Desab. I knew about it, but I hadn't really looked into it. When I googled it, there's like nothing. Her guest post came up for Explore Inspired, a couple other posts, but pretty much Desab doesn't exist. You can't even find it on Google Maps. So I called her up, told her I wanted to go down there.
I'm so pumped that you're going to Haiti.
I'm psyched.
It's one of those things where you're either gonna like love it and want to work with us again, or you're gonna hate it and be like, what the hell did you get me into?
No, I'm gonna love it, I'm sure. Packed my bags. That one packed with a lot of Cliff Bars and tent and sleeping bag and stuff. And I've got that one packed with a lot more Cliff Bars and milk bones for the stray dogs. My flight leaves in 2 hours, so I'm heading down to Haiti. And I just hopped in my Lyft, and turns out driver is from Port-au-Prince, from Haiti. Amazing, this world. Thanks very much, Vladimir. I'm already sweating. It is, first thing I'm noticing is how hot it is. Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah. So when you get inside of this app, so you don't even know if the city exists or if there's any town, so you just be there, very quiet, and then just looking at the stars and listen to roosters, donkeys, sounds. That's it. Nothing else.
Bonsoir. Comment are you? Bien. We've arrived. 25 hours ago I left Boston and here I am. Bonsoir. And kick the generator on.
Yeah.
Abba, right?
Aben.
Aben.
Yeah.
Aben. Not like the band.
Yeah, no, not like the band.
Huh? Hey.
A-B-E-N-E.
Ben and I are walking now to the waterfall. What'd you say, about an hour hike from Desab?
Yeah.
About an hour? A little more?
Oh, a little more.
A little more. Oh, and we grabbed 50 of those Cliff Bars.
Yeah, for the kids.
For the kids that live around these communities to give out along the way. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, comment allez-vous? Non, tu viens bien?
Oui, chez toi, Ben. What is your name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
What is your name?
Morning.
Morning. Nice to meet you, Morning. Party quoi?
I wish from where I was born. My dad house was close to where I used to be a rooster up there.
Oh. You were born near there?
Yeah.
Pas de quoi?
Pablo. Dis merci tonton.
Merci, Jonathan.
Pas de quoi?
Ok, merci.
refreshing swim after a long hike. This is actually the water source. Desab was trying to install a water pump. Turns out they're going to need two to pump this water up the valley to La Mina to then run to Desab. And they don't know if they can do that, so they might be drilling a well instead. But as you can see, they're filling up water for the town. That's what the primary source here is. So this is where you live, huh?
Yeah, that's where I live. Anytime I'm not in Desab, that's where I am. My name is Fennel Jean. Grew up in a small community way up in Desab. It's way up in the mountain.
Right?
Yeah.
you said way up there, right in the middle of the mountain. If you Google Desab, it doesn't exist.
No.
It's like, why is it not even on a map?
No.
Why can, like...
It's unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah? The feature of the community is the young, and then how the young see it, how they think about it, how they can make it as a small community where people can know this community and know it exists. Education is the key, and then if the people have a possibility to educate themselves, and then they will be able to help others, because it's not something people are going to bring to them, or it's not something people are going to force them to do. It's something they really feel like they're doing it and they learn it, and I believe in the future that we can see the change. When we're talking about education, it's a little bit large, but if the parents be able to have their kids to share advice, and the school be there to get them instruction how they can contribute it to make this country moving forward. And then not only this person will be able to move itself, but as much as someone can move yourself, that's how anybody is around you, anyone who's close to you will have a possibility, whatever, in an example.
You're a living example of possibility for the kids of Desab.
I believe so, because they know everything about me. They know who I am. They know where I'm from. They know my mom. They know my dad. They know who I am. I grew up there with them. I spent my whole life with them. And then that's one thing that's making me feel like it's not just a community, but it's like a family. My heart still be there and want to work with them all the time. This is the building
You went to that?
I came to that when I was on the first, and I was on the third, fourth, sixth grade. That's where I came. Actually, the second door what used to be my class. This is the fourth grade. It's about 27 students, and we have the third grade, and they're about like 35 students. We have the other buildings. As you can see, we have three classrooms. They had been there for a long time, and then we have volunteers coming. In the last couple of years, we have volunteers from Alabama, volunteers from other countries. So they came, we put these two classrooms here, where right now we handle 7th and 8th grade. We have like 16 people working in the school, plus we have 9 teachers working, or 9 people working on the clinic. That's it. And nobody have a salary. Nobody working in this, we see how far we work there. Everybody just depend on their farm to feed their family, to feed themselves, and to if they send their kids to school, if they have to pay something, they have to have it from the farm. Or after that, they have to sell our chickens, they have to sell our goods, or they have to sell a cow. The reason why most of the family, you have 8 children, 9 children, and 10 children, all those kids can be work at the farm. They take care of the animals, and they help, go getting water and getting all the stuff that you need at the house. Mm-hmm. So most of people took that advantage to have so many kids because they have help. But right now it become different because farms not really give enough. You don't produce enough because the rainy season, all the climate change. 2000 to 2005, everything started change.
9 or 10 years ago, since that situation, the weather is changing. We don't have enough rain for the farming when they farm to realize anything the crop. That's why they have lost everything right now. And then that is the reason people can't find possibility to send the people the kids at school, they don't have possible to feed the kids to go to school.
Everybody just like thinking, okay, so now working on the farm, it's not a profit, it's not a benefit, and we'd have to get away from this. But as you know, it's like we call it, it's a life. So you live in the farms, you grow on the farm, so there's no way you can say, oh, this year I'm not gonna do anything in the farm.
Everybody in some situations, because they are a farmer, they don't have any other business they can do. Demon Gemon, behind mountain, it's mountain.
Trying to explain to someone how the sub look like, they will never understand until they can come.
That's my kitchen where they cooking.
The kitchen?
Yeah, that's
All right.
the kitchen. My wife and 2 little boys, they sleep in that bed. I sleep there with 2 boys, and then the rest sleep on the floor. This is what's happened by the hurricane. I'm just with them right now.
No running water, no electricity, and nothing. And you might think the people living here, they are desperate, but I mean, they're still happy. We still share our love to one another, and then we still live here and then feel comfortable coming together and talk and then laugh and have fun and be okay. I mean, everybody find a way to live here, and then some of them have planned maybe to find a better place, but some of them just thinking how we're gonna make this looking better, how can we make this more comfortable.
Good job, Dino.
I believe someday things can be better, even not with me, you know, with the young people who's coming now, who have better ideas and, you know, who can see or go to different places and see how the school run as a school. And I believe someone will continue the work and make them feel that they can do it, we can move forward. I believe this app can be something.